friends, and welcome to a new episode of Couch Talks. Today I want to talk to you about that saying, everything happens for a reason. So the thing that I found is that a lot of people, most people, take that as kind of a literal thing, something that only is associated with your personal level. So they take it on from ego. Everything happens for a reason. So when something bad happens to them, they immediately feel like they are being punished by God or by higher power or by karma or whatever it is. They feel that they are being punished if something bad is happening to them. But the reality and the actual value in that saying lies in so many different layers in your experience. So I do agree with that saying. I think that everything does happen for a reason, but it's not just at our own personal level. So the way that you can look at it when you are thinking about something that's happening, say you're trying to manifest something and you continuously attract kind of negative energies to you, or negative energies. There's no such thing as positive or negative, but energies that you do not want in your life. And you are feeling like you are continuously doing something wrong. There are a lot of layers that you need to assess in order to determine why this specific thing is continuously happening. There's a pattern there. There's something that keeps on happening because there is something in the layers, all of the layers, that needs to be adjusted. So the way you can think of it is like we all live in a program, right? This entire reality is a layered program, and there's a bunch of coding that goes into every layer. And if you don't, sometimes it's just a tiny little tweak that you need to make at a specific layer for the answer or the reality to come out differently. So I'm not into coding or anything, but I'm sure that the people that do code can understand that a simple 0 where there should be a 1 makes a major difference, right? So the layers that I'm talking about, I can't even name everyone, because I think even as a human being and as someone that's aware of these things, I'm not even aware of all the layers there are. But to make it simple, there's, on a personal level, there is your subconscious and your conscious. So already at a personal level, there's a split, there's a fragmentation. Subconscious and conscious, or female or masculine, or your race or your culture or your religion. All of those things are layers, right? So that's at the personal level. Then you've got at a collective level, there's the subconscious and the conscious. You've got a collective level in terms of female energy, collective in terms of masculine, collective in terms of the world, collective in terms of the universe. All of those are layers, and all of them have an impact on each other. Then you've got collective, or from a celestial being, you've got layers in terms of your higher self, layers in terms of your past lives, layers in terms of your ancestors or your generational layers. All of these things have layers. Those are all layers that transcend and feed into each other, and then this happens. Like, this is what comes out, and whatever is around you is also impacted by all of those layers and the coding in each layer. So a lot of those layers, we ourselves, in terms of our self, our individual human being, not the collective whole, we don't have a lot of say in terms of what's going on in a collective consciousness, what's going on in our higher self. There's only a selected few people that have integrated their higher self into this form. There's only a selected few people that can remember what happened in previous lives and transcend what happened then. So there's only so much information and access and awareness that we actually do have in terms of all of our layers, and how and if we can change a coding in that specific layer in order to transcend our reality, in order to make that pattern disappear or attract something else into our lives. So it's a very complex dynamic, and it's something that's a lot of people just kind of assume that whenever we say everything happens for a reason, it's something that is forced upon us. It is something that is happening to us. It's something that is punishing us. It's karma. It's bad karma. But it's actually so much more intricate than that. Intricate. I've made up a new English word. It's so much more detailed than that we really just, it helps to know that and to not have to understand it, but just know that everything that is happening as part of a bigger program. And sometimes we in ourselves can't change that. All that we can do in that case is just to really sit back, observe, and not resist whatever is going on, not resist things that are because they are. Some things we can't change, and we need to not resist them, even if they are stuff that we really don't like in this reality. Everything is part of this bigger program, and it's all playing out for the expansion of consciousness, the expansion of universe. It's all a big program made for universe to experience itself in all of these different facets of life. No one is trying to punish you. Never. There's love and there's light in this world. We are not being punished. We are just living this life and experiencing every facet of it. And some of those facets are things that we don't really like, or that are painful, or that are sad. But you cannot know yin without the yang. You cannot know what is happiness without being sad sometimes. That's just the reality of this program. Everything does happen for a reason. We don't always have to understand the bigger picture. Okay, my loves, that's my ramblings for this week. I will chat to you guys again in a week's time. Oh, my love, bye!